We're down here in our spot. We normally are. It's been raining a lot lately, and we're gonna get some sifting in and do a little bit of surface hunting, see if we can find us anything good today. It's been a few weeks since we've been down here. Hopefully something's got washed out. We're down here in this spot. In the last video I found 2 or 3 brooks right here in this root bed here. And I'm just looking around right here. There's a lot of rocks. I picked up some pottery and some flint shards just right off the top here. We'll give this place another look before we move on down. Hopefully we'll find something hanging out on top. Well, I haven't even sifted this one yet where I said I was going to dig. And I've already got a heartbreaker right on top. It would have been a nice serrated point. The point itself is all I have, and it's pretty short. And boy, I tell you what, I'd love to find the rest of this one. It's got nice small serrations on each side, and it is a sharp one still. Boy, that's a heartbreaker right there. That'd have been a real nice one. That's still better than nothing. We're on the board for the day. So we're gonna keep looking. There might even be something in this. I haven't got to sift it yet. That was just laying out right beside the pile, right about there.
Can you see it?
So here you go, bub. All right, we're gonna keep going. Douglas pointed something out. If you look at the bottom of that, that's napped. That's actually a little triangle point. I thought it was a broke. You can see where they worked it on the bottom too. That serration there. This is my good iPhone close-up. It's not as good a video as my GoPro, but the close-ups are better. But yeah, you can see it's worked all the way around, and that side's just missing a little bit of, that's almost a complete point. So that's a little, that's a true bow and arrow point there. That's a little triangle point. I think they might call them bird points. Well, it might just be a specific term for a different one. I'm not 100% yet. I'm still not well versed in terminology. But that's definitely just a little bow and arrow point. Most everything else we find are knives and spear points for atlatls. The bow and arrow ones are always a lot smaller like this. That's cool because I don't have a lot of those. That's pretty awesome. I'm glad he looked at that a little bit harder than I did, because I just thought it was another broke tip, because we're in that spot right here where we were finding those broke tips. So that's even better than I thought it was. We got some flint in here. We're going to pull it out, and then we're going to get a couple more sifts before we move on down the river. This old boy here must not be wild. He's coming right up to us. But I ain't got no food for you. And he's 5 feet in front of me right now.
No, I'm not.
I got nothing for you. You must be a park duck. There you go. Say hello. All right, we'll see you later. Well, I guess Three's company, because he's going to follow us for the rest of the hunt. I don't mind. You can't scare arrowheads. So he tails back like that, then he comes back around. He gets right up beside me. I could pet him if I wanted to. I'd say somebody's duck. I post them on local bulletin board in case somebody was missing one. There's a lot of people that raise ducks and chickens in town here. Or it could just be real tame wild duck. Who knows? Or we'll keep looking. Maybe he'll find one for us. We're down here in our spot. I found a lot of cord mark pottery and some flint. Our duck friend, he's still helping us look. I don't think he's gotten the cue that the free rod's over. We're not giving him no more. But we haven't found as much as in past times. It's kind of washed in. The water come up about 1 foot or 2, as high as it's been all summer. And it kind of washed the beach off, but washed a lot of sand back in. I had a nice trench dug in through. What? Whack, whack. Nice trench dug in here the other day digging for arrowheads, and it's completely gone. We did that one today.
Well, I just did that to
But we had a big one, probably 3 times as deep, 3 times as long, and 3 times as wide at least, if not deeper. And than that one there. And it's completely washed back in. I was hoping maybe we could get some artifacts washed down in it, but I don't remember exactly where I dug it. I'm within air a few feet of this area here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like right here.
Yeah.
Because I found a bunch of rocks.
Well, it's starting to rain. We're probably going to start heading up. We might sift a couple more spots and head back to the house and show you what we found. That's got me another tip right here in this. We were walking back. I just looked back down in this area that we found our little arrowhead point earlier. And that's like, I found one last time I was down here like that. It's kind of not a traditional point, but it's like a sliver that they tried to work afterwards. You could tell they tried to work on it. They didn't do the greatest job, but it's obvious they were trying to make a point out of it. It has that spine now, like the beveled face to it. But we'll see if we can find anything else. We're getting ready to go up here and head up over the hill. You know, we find a lot of arrowheads, scrapers, projectile points, pottery, but we find a lot of this stuff too. I find a lot of bottles whole that I put on the video. I find a lot of heartbreakers. That's a big old jug there. Been nice to find whole. Lots of these green bottle necks are down here. 7-Up bottles. I'm not sure what they are. Mason jar lids.
The face.
Yeah. Pottery and china and bricks, mason bricks from old houses been pushed over the hill. It'd be a shame. I'd like to find more of that stuff too. There's a lot of value in that. But yeah, we get what we find.
You see, it's a face.
It is. Some kind of face on there. Or at least kind of looks like one. Yeah, we're going to get a couple more sifts in. We're going to head out. There's Duck Friend again. He ain't left us alone yet. We're going to break his heart here in about 10 minutes. We're going to keep at it. Found a couple nice pieces of pottery. And I found a old pole insulator there. It says made in the USA there on the bottom. I wish that thing was whole. It's broken half. That'd been a nice find. I like that nice blue-green color it is. We're gonna leave it there where we found it. We're almost done. Just goofing around there. We ain't found anything for a couple sifts. I'm gonna do 1 or 2 more and we're gonna head out. She's starting to dry up for the day. Oh, we were just surface hunting before we head up the hill, and I found that it looks like it was maybe a point or part of a scraper. It's been beat all to heck, but it's worked pretty good. We just kind of looking this sand through here. There's a couple places on the hill there where stuff washes out. It's going to be killer in here in the winter time once all the leaves are off, because there's a lot of places through here. It's just so thick and impossible to search. When the fall comes, winter comes, we're going to have a lot more ground to cover. Water's going to be up a lot more when winter time comes, but we'll have different opportunities. I got to do one more thing before we get out of here. I got to say bye to my duck friend. He's followed us around the whole time today. I didn't realize he was going to stick around this long. He's probably inadvertently been in a lot more video, because he's literally 3/4 of the time I've seen him, he's been about 5 feet from me. All right, we got all our finds tonight. We got some pretty good stuff. I got a mess of pottery again. I didn't realize I had as much pottery as I did, but we had a whole pocket full. Got a good bit of flint. I had a piece I think it broke afterwards. I thought it was a real crude worked point, but it's missing a piece now where it broke in half. I got that real neat rock there, real shiny. I don't know if that's pyrite or what it is, but I thought that was pretty cool. And we got a little lancet. I didn't know these were tools. Todd, someone, or actually I read about it in Overstreet, but we got some lancets up there in the flint jar. I need to pull out and put in the tool display. I think that was a broke piece there. It's a little bit worked. I found it bust up on the ground. But the best piece there is that. I thought when we were sifting that I come across another broke point, and I pulled it out. I mean, we even looked at it. We got a few feet down the river after that sift, and Douglas noticed that it was worked on the bottom there. That's when we realized it was a little bow and arrow point. It's just missing the tip there on the side, but other than that, it's almost completely whole. That's pretty cool. We'll get all that dried out right there. We've got 2 bags. I'm starting another bag there, and a full bag of pottery. We have a lot of it. I'll keep every piece I can find. And our flint jar is getting big. If you look, chop there, bub. If you look in our flint jar there, I got a lancet just laying there. I've got 2 or 3 in there. I didn't know they were tools. Me and Bub always thought it was cool that they was making those long, straight pieces of flint like that, and we didn't really know that they were anything. We just thought they were little pieces. They just got lucky and struck off real straight. But let me see the display case.
Yeah, we're gonna put that new one in.
So I don't know where we'll put it yet. We'll lift it up. Lift the back end up. I'm gonna set her up. We're going to get her point. You know, Douglas has a little open spot there. We'll set it there for now. I like to move stuff around. It's starting to get full. We'll have to get a second case. I might get a case for my scrapers and celt, and there's a preform up there. I might put them in a separate case, maybe the brokes, and just start one case for all that stuff and one case for my good stuff. But 90% of this came out of that same site that the bow and arrow point came out of today. Only ones that didn't were yeah, no, that one did too.
Yeah,
These 4 came out of, these 3 came out of a different site. That brown one's a Charleston point Emma found in the creek. And everything else, including the World War I pin and the Civil War medal, everything else came out of the same area. So pretty cool. We're starting to get a good collection. But that's everything for today. The good one and the rest. Appreciate everybody watching.